Sir, if you are ready, then we can begin. I think, yeah. And in the meanwhile, if you know, okay, yeah, sir is there. So then, yeah.
Hello, Hare Krishna. Are you all able to see me as well as hear me well?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Now I think it will be better. We are just about to start. So we have with us Saptarshi Das, Rajiv Kumar Yadav, Prakash, Nukala Ravi Kumar, Manish Kumar Jaiswal, Mohit Manish Kumar, Divesh Chauhan, Vishwajit Gorai, Arup Ganguly, Rakesh, Aniruddha, and Ranil. Okay, so very good morning all of you. और आप में से लगभग सबों का वीडियो ऑफ है, मैं आशा करता हूँ कि आप लोग वीडियो ऑन करें. अगर आप वीडियो ऑन करते हैं सो देन आई कुड नो बेटर हैव अ लिटिल मोर पर्सनल इंटरेक्शन. राजीव कुमार यादव इज स्माइलिंग, थैंक यू सो मच राजीव. विश्वजीत गोराई, थैंक यू सो मच विश्वजीत. अनिरुद्धा, thank you so much. Let's see some more of our friends so join opening up their videos. Arup Ganguly, Nukala Ravi Kumar, thank you so much. Manish Kumar Jaiswal, okay, thank you so much for showing up. Okay, and then we have, okay fine, let's begin our today's session. So now we are going to have some 50 minutes of talk, and after that somewhere around 10 minutes of meditation. Then the further you will be given topics to present. So this is all for today. And evening you have to present those topics upon some PPT presentation. So I would like to request Indranil Bhaiya, kindly either you record or let me give the authority to record or make me.
In recording on.
Okay, that's good. So we are going to proceed ahead with a small little prayer. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. तो आज हम लोग okay, thank you so much Indranil for giving me this feedback. So I'm just deselecting the defocus option because sometimes it's focusing me and sometimes it's focusing the background. So it's just swapping. So let me deselect that option. Just wait.
Sir, you are
you are
muted.
muted.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So discovering the lasting solution. So this is our today's topic of discussion. So आशा है कि आप सब लोग नोटबुक पेन लेके बैठे हैं और फ्रेश दिमाग लेके बैठे हैं सुबह सुबह, है ना। तो कुछ सुबह सुबह थोड़ा धमाकेदार कुछ हम लोग देखने देखने जा रहे हैं। डिस्कवरिंग द लास्टिंग सोल्यूशन. लास्टिंग मीन्स अल्टीमेट सॉल्यूशंस. Maybe little bit of this subject I have discussed in probably third session, but not much. So today I'm going to go a little more detail about it. So I'm going to share with you all the slideshow. Hopefully you are able to see this. आप लोग देख पा रहे होंगे शायद. Put a full stop to all sufferings. तो हम लोग इस सेशन में क्या क्या देखेंगे? पहला चीज देखेंगे रियल प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ लाइफ. क्या क्या रियल प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ लाइफ हैं? द रियल प्रॉब्लम्स, नॉट रील प्रॉब्लम्स. आजकल रील का जमाना है. रियल में कुछ होता है, रील में कुछ दूसरा होता है. लेकिन रियल प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ लाइफ के बारे में हम देखेंगे. दूसरा चीज देखेंगे टेम्पररी सॉल्यूशंस, साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी एंड मेडिसिन. देन परमानेंट सॉल्यूशन द वैदिक विजडम और द वैदिक सॉल्यूशन. तो कुल मिला के बस 3 चीजों के ऊपर आप चर्चा करेंगे. Proceed ahead with real problems of life. Real problems of life. What are the problems in your life practically? If you see, and everybody a person and everybody an individual. सभी एक अलग आइडेंटिटी है, सबों के एक अलग प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं, सबके एक अलग अपॉर्चुनिटी होती है, स्ट्रेंथ होती है. तो शॉर्ट एनालिसिस किया जाए प्रत्येक इंडिविजुअल का तो सबका अलग अलग होता है कि नहीं. तो आपके जीवन में ऐसा कुछ है क्या जो कि आप बोल सकते हो कि दिस इज माई प्रॉब्लम, दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम ऑफ माई लाइफ. यू कैन टेल इफ यू आर अग्री टू रिवील आइदर एनीथिंग यू कैन टेल. आप लोग चैट बॉक्स में लिख सकते हैं, दैट वुड बी बेस्ट. या सो व्हाट यू थिंक टू बी लाइक प्रॉब्लम ऑफ लाइफ, व्हाट यू थिंक. You can write in the chat box quickly, just a few seconds, whatever, just one word, एक शब्द में, just एक शब्द में आप लिख डालिए कि आपको क्या लगता है कि प्रॉब्लम, मेरे लिए प्रॉब्लम ऑफ लाइफ ये है, आपके लिए पर्सनल. या मोहित इज राइटिंग डिजायर्स. Desires, unlimited desires keep honking the mind and banging the mind, and people sometimes becomes boggled by these desires. Yeah, that's true. Mohit is telling. Aniruddha is writing results. क्या आएगा रिजल्ट, फ्यूचर में क्या होने वाला है, मैं इतना पढ़ रहा हूँ, क्या होगा मेरा रिजल्ट, क्या मैं जेई क्रैक कर पाऊंगा, क्या होगा सेमेस्टर में, इतना पढ़ा, सेमेस्टर में क्या मेरा टॉप स्थान आ पाएगा, 9.99 आएगा कि नहीं आएगा. रिजल्ट. ओके, दैट्स ग्रेट. एनीथिंग एल्स? और कुछ? ओके. So quickly, I request some more of our friends would write down something. Just one word, एक शब्द लिखना है बस. Okay. Most of us, we don't have any problem. That's great. Congratulations. Okay. That's why we have, organized this session to remove all the problems. And you have very less problem. That's good. So we are almost reached to the destination. So usually, लोगों के पास क्या problems होते हैं? What are the problems of people? अगर देखा जाए तो यही सब प्रॉब्लम्स होती हैं. अरे मेरा फिजिक नहीं है, मेरा फैमिली प्रॉब्लम है, पैसे नहीं है, मैं हैंडसम नहीं हूँ, एग्जाम में फेल होने का डर है, गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं है, फिर गर्लफ्रेंड है तो प्रॉब्लम हो गया है ना, ब्रेकअप होने वाला है, सो जॉब नहीं है. सो दीज आर द लाइक वेरी कॉमन टाइप्स ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स. लोग बोलते हैं ऐसे, है कि नहीं. सो आपको क्या लगता है, क्या ये सही में रियल प्रॉब्लम्स हैं? Are these real problems? We are in the search of real problems. Real problems means which is consistently there with you, honking throughout the whole life. So they are called real problems. They are called real problems. Yeah. So what are the real problems of life? So that's very, very important to understand. To define the real problems of life, we have some certain criterions. Like a problem can be considered a real problem when it fulfills the following three criteria. एक प्रॉब्लम को रियल प्रॉब्लम तभी बोला जा सकता है जब इन तीन क्रिटेरियन को फॉलो करे. पहला है इट्स कॉमन टू ऑल. इट्स कॉमन टू ऑल मतलब ये सबों के साथ होगा. लेकिन हम लोग इस वाले प्रॉब्लम्स में देखें तो ये सबों के साथ नहीं है. किसी का फिजिक का प्रॉब्लम, फिजिक का किसी के साथ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. कोई हैंडसम बोल रहा है कि मैं हैंडसम नहीं हूँ, लेकिन किसी के साथ नहीं है. ऑफ कोर्स वर्ल्ड रिलेटिव है. अगर आप अपने आप को हैंडसम बोल रहे हो तो आपसे किस बेटर हैंडसम लड़के को सामने ले जाया गया तो आप बोलोगे यार मैं तो उतना हैंडसम नहीं हूँ यार, क्या देखो उसका सॉलिड डोले बाइसेप्स ट्राइसेप्स, मेरा उतना फिजिक नहीं है. या इट्स रिलेटिव. कोई बोले कि मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है, लेकिन कुछ लोग, बहुत सारे लोग बहुत सारे पैसे हैं, लेकिन बट this world is relative. Means if you get a person of higher caliber in all these things, they come in inferiority complex and they think that okay, I am less in something. Like somebody could have girlfriend, so for him there is, means the first criteria of being having a real problem means real problems, the criteria of real problems is it's common to all. सबों के साथ होना चाहिए. सबों के साथ होना चाहिए प्रॉब्लम. दूसरा है कि कोई भी इसे चाहता नहीं है. ऑफकोर्स प्रॉब्लम्स कोई नहीं चाहते. प्रॉब्लम्स कोई चाहता है क्या? कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं चाहता. नोबडी वांट्स इट. कोई इन प्रॉब्लम्स को नहीं चाहते. तीसरा है और कोई इसको अवॉइड भी नहीं कर सकता है. अवॉइड भी नहीं कर सकता कोई भी नहीं, भले ही वो करोड़पति क्यों ना हो, वो अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते हैं. तो जो प्रॉब्लम्स इन तीन कैटेगरीज में आती हैं उन्हें रियल प्रॉब्लम्स कहा जाता है. तो लगभग सारा हिंट बताया जा चुका है, मैं बता चुका हूँ. तो आप बताइए आपको क्या लगता है कि व्हाट कुड बी द रियल प्रॉब्लम्स. नाउ इट्स अपॉन यू. लेट्स सी हाउ मच यू हैव योर IQ डेवलप्ड. IQ किसका ज़्यादा तेज है? जो जल्दी से रिस्पॉन्स करेंगे उनका IQ सबसे ज़्यादा तेज है. क्विकली आप लोग सोच के बताइए कि कौन ऐसा प्रॉब्लम्स है. ऐसे चार प्रॉब्लम है, वही बता देता हूँ. ऐसे चार प्रॉब्लम है जो कि कॉमन टू ऑल, नोबडी वांट्स इट, नोबडी कैन अवॉइड इट. या क्विकली, आई डोंट फाइंड एनी response in the chat box. Yes, anybody can tell anything, whatever you feel like. Rajiv Kumar Yadav is writing death. Wow, that's really true. It's common to all. Nobody wants it. Nobody can avoid it. That's great. That's great. Death. Death. Lack of self-awareness. Self-awareness. Yeah, that's true. Lack of self-awareness is the ultimate root cause. But we see people are able to face these all problems. Yeah, they are the causes of problems, lack of self-awareness. But these are some of the problems are really so much fearful to the people. They are able to see in front of their eyes, like death. So one is of course the death. Now let's see what are those four problems I'm going to reveal in front of you all. So first is called birth. First is called birth. Birth means janma. Janma. Second is called old age, budhapa. Third is called disease. Fourth is called death. और बोलेगे भैया बर्थ कैसे प्रॉब्लम है? ओल्ड एज तो सही है, लेकिन ओल्ड एज किसी की होती भी नहीं है. लेकिन ओल्ड एज मतलब ऐसा नहीं कि ओल्ड एज मतलब तो एकदम बूढ़ा हो जाएगा, दांत सारे गिर जाएंगे, बालों में झुर्रियाँ आ जाएंगी, बाल पूरे सफ़ेद हो जाएंगे, चल नहीं पाएगा व्यक्ति. सिर्फ उसको ही बुढ़ापा नहीं बोलते. ओल्ड एज इज द टाइम पीरियड, लाइक ओल्डनेस इज कॉल्ड नो क्लोजनेस टू आर डेथ. दैट्स कॉल्ड ओल्डनेस. इसलिए बोलते हैं ना, अगर कि छोटे से बच्चे को भी अगर पूछते हैं, उसकी माँ से पूछते हैं हाउ ओल्ड योर सन, आपका बेटा कितना पुराना है. वी वांट से हाउ यंग इज योर सन, राइट. वी वांट टेल हाउ यंग इज योर सन एंड हाउ ओल्ड आर यू. हाउ ओल्ड आर यू हम लोग पूछते हैं कि आप कितने पुराने हो. Means we have already grown old. So closeness to the death is called old age. And as soon as one takes birth, he slowly comes closer to the death. Yeah. So means he's getting old. That's called old age. Yeah. Everybody's old. I'm also old. Age means age. I'm old, and old age means nobody knows. Nobody knows practically in this whole world that when who is going to live, who is going to just die. So third is called disease. बोलेगा disease तो मुझे होता ही नहीं सर, डिजीज से तो हम हमेशा दूर रहते हैं. तो कोई भी नहीं बोल सकता इस संसार में, कोई नहीं बोल सकता जिसको डिजीज नहीं हुआ, कोई नहीं बोल सकता. इवन ब्रह्मा कैन नॉट से सुप्रीम क्रिएटर, आई मीन secondary creator. Everybody except 2%, those 2% are not in of this world, of beyond. They are Lord Shiva and Lord Narayana. Everybody has disease. Everybody gets the disease because they come into this material body. So disease is also one of the problem, real problem. It's a real problem. Then third is called death. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants to leave this body. Nobody wants to just die. Like, oh, such a horrible situation in which we lose everything practically. So old age, death, disease is okay, fine. But maybe you could be saying that how birth is the problem. So this is actually Bhagavad Gita tells in 13th chapter that those who can perceive birth, death, old age, and disease as real problems is in knowledge. Yeah, they are the people, the real knowledge. So first is called birth. Birth is a very huge problem. For 9 long months, human fetus lies cramped within the darkness of womb. समझ में आ रहा है, बच्चे को, किसी व्यक्ति को अगर छोटे से पैक में अगर घुसा दिया जाए 9 महीने के लिए तो क्या होगा, और उसमें भी वो सिकुड़ के रखता है ऐसे करके. And in this way, he is scorched by the mother's gastric fire, jolted by sudden movements in a congested womb. Hungry worms in the abdominal cavity torment the child. The child passes stool and urine in the same packet. So actually, that place is very, very horrible. Anyway, it's a small little video. Jiva living into the abdomen. It's very horrible. It's fully, corroborated with the embryology, and which is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. Exactly what happens in 9 months. Okay, so it's just a small little clip of what it happens in such a horrible place called a small little embryo. So very, very difficult situation when specifically when it is about to take birth. It's like horrible. It's horrible for the mother and as well as for the child. And the child, when it comes out, almost becomes dead. Almost in every case they become dead, and they fully become unconscious. And the doctors, they slap the child, bam, bam, like this, and when the child start crying, and the parents say, oh, now it's everything normal. Everything is normal. So we see The problems in this world is normal. Means if you cry tears, then it's normal. So this is actually the whole principle of this place, which is actually filled with so many problems. So the second is called old age. Nobody want to grow old, but big models, big heroines who had been making fans and followers mad after them, all has grown old, no matter how powerful they were. Everybody want to remain young, but people are growing old like anything. Nobody want to get old. And cosmetic industry is taking full advantage of this, and they are flourishing like anything. They will give so many ads. If you apply this, then you become so handsome. You apply this, the pimples will get removed. You apply this, then this will happen. So old age is something also very much feared for. There was one American model, and her name was just I'm forgetting, and she was very
Marilyn,
beautiful. Yeah,
Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. Yeah, Marilyn Monroe. She was so beautiful that people were dying for her, dying. लेकिन क्या हुआ, इतनी खूबसूरत थी, एक दिन उसके एक केस में है ना थोड़ा कलर फेडेड दिखाई दिया उसको, उसकी जो बाल है ना वो एक फेडेड दिखाई दिया, काला दिखाई दिया, एंड देन शी बिकम सो फियरफुल ऑफ ओल्ड एज, इतनी कंसर्न हो गई ओल्ड एज के को लेके कि वो सुसाइड कर ली. कैन यू इमेजिन? People, they forget that actually these are the problems that everybody has to face, and they do not have any solution. They do not have any ultimate solution. They do not read either Vedas or Bhagavad Gita. So what happens? They think that death is a solution, but actually it's not so. So then comes disease. सभी लोग एकदम मस्त रहना चाहते हैं, हेल्दी रहना चाहते हैं, लेकिन disease takes place. We want to always remain healthy, but we must face these diseases in our life. Then comes death, and death is like most horrible. In that disease condition, it's mentioned in Garud Puran that how living entity passes, how a person dies, what takes place. Indeed, O Garuda, when the hours of death approaches, then by chance a certain disease raised up its head. The organs grow weak, troubles start showing their powers, as if all of a sudden millions of scorpions have stung the person. एक अगर बिच्छा का बोलते हैं ना उसको, बांग्ला में क्या बोलते हैं, यहाँ पे हिंदी में स्कॉर्पियंस को बिच्छू हिंदी में बिच्छू बोलते हैं. अगर एक बिच्छू काटता है तो कितना दर्द होता है, अगर मिलियंस ऑफ बिच्छू काटेंगे तो कितना दर्द होगा. उतना दर्द होता है व्यक्ति जब मृत्यु को प्राप्त करता है, राइट? सो व्हेन ही लीव्स द बॉडी, so in that disease condition, the dying person's eyes bulge due to the pressure of air from within, and his glands become congested with mucus. He has difficulty in breathing, and there is a rattling sound within his throat. Thus he dies most precariously. तो अब बोलोगे भैया ये सब तो डरावनी कहानियां हैं, सब बेकार की बात है, सब कौन देखा है, होता भी तो इसको इतना ज़्यादा पेसिमिस्टिक लेने की क्या ज़रूरत है ना? होता है तो होता है, everybody is going through it, but it's not like that. Even though these things are going to come in the future, हम लोग जवान है, नौजवान है, मस्त जीवन है यार, खाओ पियो ऐश बिंदास करो, ये सब बाद में देखा है. जीने के 4 दिन यार, बाकी बेकार दिन, जाए जवानी फिर से ना, बिंदास मजा करो. क्या है? Still we have continuously problems in our life. Problems are there. They are called threefold problems. Threefold problems. Hopefully I am discussing it for the first time with all of you. So problems because of our own mind and body, problem because of other living entities, and due to natural disasters. ये 3 तरह के प्रॉब्लम है जो कि हमेशा हमारे जीवन में आते रहते हैं. हेडेक, स्ट्रेस, डिप्रेशन, बॉडी पेन, सुसाइडल थॉट्स. ये हमारे मन और बुद्धि के कारण, मन हमारे शरीर के कारण जो प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं, इसे आध्यात्मिक क्लेश भी कहते हैं. दूसरे जीवों के कारण जो प्रॉब्लम आती हैं, जैसे इंसेक्ट बाइट्स, आर्गुमेंट, फाइट्स, बैक्टीरियल वायरल डिजीज, एनिमल अटैक, थेफ्ट, रॉबरी, and so on and so forth, terrorist attack. So this is all stuff. So due to other living entities, they are called adi bhautik klesh. And then comes adi daivik klesh, problem because of natural disasters. सुनामी हो गया, अर्थक्वेक्स हो गए, फ्लड्स हो गए, टोर्नाडोज हो गए, ड्रॉट्स. तो इस तरीके की 3 तरह के प्रॉब्लम हमेशा हमारे जीवन में कुछ ना कुछ रहता है. अब बोलोगे कॉलेज में आए तो क्या प्रॉब्लम है, कॉलेज में आओगे तो रैगिंग का प्रॉब्लम है, कॉलेज में आओगे तो असाइनमेंट्स का प्रॉब्लम है, ये सब आदि भौतिक क्लेश है. I mean, we have to face these problems, but these had been always problem. It's not like, you go into certain place and you like, oh heaven, there is no problem at all. Never going to come that time. Yeah. Problems are always there. One problem goes, another problem comes, just like badminton. बैडमिंटन खेलते हैं ना, फाट उधर से फेंका, फिर से उधर से आ गया, फाट मारा, फिर से आ गया. So like that. We keep banging the problems from one place to another. So that's called adhyatmic clash. That's why I discussed misery to our own body and mind. Second is called adhibhautik clash, misery to other living entities, and third is called adhidaivik clash, misery to natural disasters. So ये तो हॉरिबल है आध्यात्मिक क्लेश. इतने सारे लोग प्रत्येक दिन, जब तक मैं एक क्लास खत्म कर दूंगा 40 मिनट का, तो बोला जाता है कम से कम तो 10 व्यक्ति भारत में मर चुके होंगे बिकॉज ऑफ suicides, because of just suicides. So this is like peak of this all adhyatmic clash. 405 are struggling with their mental health among 751 youths, 54%. Teen suicide rates have tripled in past 25 years. Academic pressure, lack of family support, stress. Then comes adhibhautik clash, problem because of other living entities. Terrorists, किसी के साथ पंगा हो गया, चोर, पॉकेट मार, ऐसे बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं इसके द्वारा प्रॉब्लम हुआ करती हैं. देन कम्स आदिदैविक क्लेश, एंड दिस इज आल्सो इंक्रीजिंग मोर एंड मोर एवरी ईयर. द फ्लक्स ऑफ आदिदैविक क्लेश, मतलब मिजरी टू नेचुरल डिजास्टर्स हैं, वो बढ़ती ही जा रही है, बढ़ती जा रही है. जापान हो या फिर भारत हो, हर जगह बढ़ रही है. एक साल में देखो कितने सारे नेचुरल डिजास्टर्स आए थे बस 2011 में. Yeah. So, देखो problems are there. These all are problems actually. So, what we should think when we know and when we see these all the problems, because nobody wants problems. कोई भी problems नहीं चाहते. So there must be some solution, the ultimate solution, where we can find there is no problem at all. There is no problem of birth, old age, disease, and death. There is no problem of adhyatmic, adibhautik, and adidevik kleshas. Yeah. So that we are going to see in this particular section. So first we'll see temporary solutions. We have the temporary solutions. Science, technology gives so many solutions of these problems. Every problem having their solution. Yeah, and that's why the whole business is going on. Just solve one solution and you make it market of the solution, and people they purchase it, and market goes on. And medical is also a big business because of fear of death and old age. Although we have advanced in medicine science and and have latest technology at our disposal, but we cannot avoid this, that people are having problems of health problems and death every year. प्रत्येक साल में नई 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 क्या आ रही है, डिजीज आ रही है, जो कि कभी सुना भी नहीं था। ऐसी डिजीज पहले नहीं हुआ करती थी। वेरी फ्यू नंबर ऑफ डिजीज यूज्ड टू बी देयर। अब हर साल एक नया डिजीज आ रहा है जिसका कोई इलाज नहीं। तो बड़े अब हो सकता है कि आप बहुत बड़े पावरफुल व्यक्ति हो, फिर भी ऐसा आप नहीं बोल सकते कि अरे मेरे जीवन में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगा, भले ही मोहम्मद अली क्यों ना हो या फिर खली क्यों ना हो, तो प्रॉब्लम इज श्योरली गोना कम। नो मैटर वी हैव पेन किलर्स, वी हैव सो मेनी मेडिसिन्स, बट वी cannot avoid the birth, old age, disease, and death. So scientific advancement helps us put a full stop to all problems, sufferings. So this is the question: can scientific advancement help us put a full stop to all sufferings? Ultimately, we see that no. Rather, it increasing the suffering more and more. One solution they give and hardly have any effect of it, but that solution becomes another big problem. Martin Luther King Jr. says, now man can fly like a bird in the sky and swim like a fish underwater in a submarine. The only problem is that he cannot walk on land like a human being because of pollution. तो इतने सारे हम लोग ने सॉल्यूशन निकाले कि उसका इतना इतना साइड इफेक्ट बना है कि पॉल्यूशन के कारण अब लोग श्वास नहीं ले सकते हैं, फ्री एयर में श्वास नहीं ले सकते हैं, और श्वास के इतनी सारी समस्याएं आ रही है। ऑक्सीजन या फिर जो एयर बॉन्ड डिजीज है ना, इतनी सारी आ रही है, वाटर बॉन्ड डिजीज इतनी सारी आ रही है, अनलिमिटेड नंबर ऑफ डिजीजेस। व्हाई? बिकॉज we created so many solutions, and those solutions are not sustainable solutions. Plastic is there in our everyday diet. You cannot believe me. Every iota of grain you are taking is having plastic in it, and every ghoot of water you are taking, there is plastic in it. The micro plastics that sneak in somehow or other. So right now you are inhaling plastic. Plastic is so much in atmosphere also. 100,000 microplastic a year we are inhaling. It's like eating a credit card a week. How we can expect that we can live a very beautiful life for many years? Every one of us has a plastic diet. Yeah. So science is giving so many solutions, but the solutions are itself more dangerous than the problem itself. Yeah. So temporary solutions. Problems like old age, then use hair dye. Old age, wrinkles, use facelift. Then disease, then use painkillers. Breathlessness, and then use oxygen tubes. So these are all like patch-up solutions. बिल्ली को शेर बनाने का पैचअप सॉल्यूशन है। So science and technology cannot stop old age, cannot eradicate disease per se from earth, hardly has understanding of life and death. So luxuries and comfort, जो भी साइंस हमें दे रहा है, luxuries and comfort दे रहा है, so called luxury comforts, लेकिन people are not happy, people are not satisfied, and birth, death, old age, disease की तो बात ही दूर है, अपने जीवन में भी they are not satisfied so nicely. Why? Because people has forgotten that who are they. पहले सेशन में, सॉरी हमने तीसरी सेशन में देखा था ना, we are not this body, we are soul. We are not this body, we are soul. Hopefully we saw it in the third session. Yeah, we are not this body, we are soul. We discussed that, and soul is having a spiritual need also, spiritual food also required. But spiritual food if you will not give, then what will happen? No matter wherever it goes, it will remain unhappy. The soul can only be satisfied and happy in a spiritual world, which is a natural home, just as fish will naturally be happy when put back in the water. तो ये स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड क्या है? यूजुअली देखिए बहुत ही सिंपल लॉजिक है कि जब हमें प्यास लगती है तो हमें पानी चाहिए, जब हमें भूख लगती है तो कुछ खाना चाहिए और वो पानी और खाना मौजूद है। उसी तरीके से किसी भी प्रॉब्लम का अल्टीमेट सॉल्यूशन भी मौजूद है, किसी भी प्रॉब्लम का। तो हमें मरना नहीं चाहिए, हमें हमेशा जवान रहना चाहिए। सबको मांगता है ये, एवरीबडी वांट दैट, यू वांट टू रिमेन ऑलवेज यंग एंड नेवर डाई। या बिकॉज दिस इज आवर राइटफुल क्लेम, यह हमारा जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है, टू रिमेन यंग, टू रिमेन डेथलेस। यह हमारा जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है। लेकिन इस अधिकार को हम कैसे प्राप्त कर सकते हैं? नॉट इन टू दिस मटीरियल वर्ल्ड, बिकॉज दिस मटीरियल वर्ल्ड is by default filled with problems. Just like fish, एक मछली है, मछली को अगर पानी से निकाल दो, बाहर में लेके उनके गलफड़ा का सेटअप भी लगा दो और उसको सब कुछ दे दो, पैसे दे दो, सिगरेट दे दो, देखो वर्ल्ड वेब फुल स्पीड नेट भी दे दो, बर्गर दे दो, पिज्जा दे दो, कितना भी कुछ कर दो उसके लिए, लेकिन वो पानी के बाहर क्या खुश रह पाएगी? इम्पॉसिबल, इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल ओनली because it's not the element, it's not the element of fish. Fish element is water. Yeah, मछली जल की रानी, जीवन उसका पानी है। Similarly, we all are spirit beings, spiritual souls, and being spiritual souls, we had been embedded into material system. And material systems, when we get embedded in, we think that we are matter, and we think that matter can give us happiness and satisfaction. So that's actually very difficult, very difficult. It cannot give us. So ultimate satisfaction can be found in spiritual atmosphere, and there is also a place out of this material universe. There are unlimited material universes, and beyond this material universe, there is a place called Vaikuntha. It's mentioned in Vedas also. It's mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and all the Vedas. Everywhere they are glorified. The place is called glorified. Vaikuntha means the place where there is no kuntha, there is no problem at all. And that's the ultimate eternal home of all living entities. All living entities, whether it is human being, animal, cat, dog, microbes, every living entity, all spirit souls. And their spirit soul, that's called spiritual world. And spiritual world and spirit souls, they perfectly fit compatible. Yeah. And here we are incompatible. That's our problem, is inevitable. We cannot avoid them. Problems are surely going to come. So the important thing is that we must be wise. हमें बुद्धिमान होना चाहिए, right? To have firm faith in God, to live a life according to laws of God, remember the temperate nature of this world, and follow regulatory life principles. So ultimately to attain God. Yeah. But foolish people, they think, oh, there is no God. Eat, drink, and be merry, and come on, finish the life in this way. They forget the temporary nature of this world and enjoy sinfully, not caring for the future. They always remain envious to others, lives an unregulated life, and goes to hell. Yeah. So in this way, people are slowly, just like in a train, somebody goes off in one station, another goes another station, and in this way, one is going, another is going. But those people, those who are staying there, think that I'm not going to die. That's the greatest strange thing of this world, which Yudhishthira Maharaj tells in Mahabharata. Ahani ahani bhutani pravishanti yamalayam shesha sthavaram icchanti kim ashcharyamata param. Thousands and thousands of living people are actually meeting to death every moment. But those foolish people, those who are staying here, they think that we are going to live forever. So the foolish people in this way, they suffer so much. Just like in a slaughterhouse, so many goats are bound together, and they are given fresh grasses, best grasses they ever had into their life, and one by one goat is taken in the slaughterhouse and never taken out back. And those goats are taking feast upon grasses. They are thinking that, oh, life is so bindas today. Wow, कितना अच्छे घास मिले हैं, मजेदार, ऐसा जीवन में कभी नहीं खाया. उसको पता नहीं है कि अरे तेरे साथ में जो था एक वो गया अंदर और बाहर नहीं आया, right? So human being also should understand that, okay man, come on, I came here to live forever, but this fellow died, that fellow died. What is that? What's happening? So is it the right place to live? Is it the right place? Is there any solution of it? Yeah. So most intelligent people, they must inquire that why I am suffering and what is the goal of life, to terminate all the sufferings. Yeah. So We suffer the threefold miseries and four real problems of life because we have faced against God. When we align ourselves with God, then we surely 100% overcome all the sufferings. It's a guarantee. So, what is the goal of life? In Bhagavad Gita, the definition or the identity of the soul is given, and the process of going from one body to another, that is mentioned. Vasham shujirnani yatha vihaya navani grinati naro parani yatha sharirani vihaya jirnani anyani shamyati navani dehi. In second chapter, 22nd sloka. So you are the soul, your body is just like a shirt. As a person puts on new dresses, giving up old ones, the soul accepts new material bodies, giving up the old and useless ones. So the soul leaves the gross body behind and is taken to the another by the quality of desires stored in his subtle body. Thus, like the same person moves from one vehicle to another. अभी साइकिल चला रहे हैं, मन किया कि थोड़ा बाइक चलाते हैं, फिर बाइक चलाते चलाते मन किया कि तो कार चलाते हैं, फिर कार चलाते चलाते मन किया कि अरे अपना चार्टर प्लेन होता तो क्या मजा आता है कि नहीं, तो फिर चार्टर प्लेन चलाते हैं. So like this, whatever our desire is, similarly we get the body. So whole life we had been desiring that, oh क्या मजा आता अगर हम यूएस चले जाते, इस जन्म में यूएस नहीं है तो next life you will get the body in US, yeah, something like that. So the spirit soul moves from one body to another according to his desire, So on what basis one leaves the body and gets to another body? That's mentioned in 8th chapter and 6th sloka. Lord Krishna tells, whatever thing he remembers at the time of death, so that thing is surely going to get in his next life. Yam yam vapish marana bhavam tadate ante kalevaram. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without fail. उसमें कोई भी शंका नहीं है. So we accept one body after quitting another depending upon our desire in the mind and good and bad karma. Karma matlab karma. The activities what we perform whole life. Whatever type of activity we perform, we get similar type of body. And bodies varieties are almost like around 84,000 variety of species, which is mentioned in Shastras also. Right? We get one of those species. So law of karma is that जैसा बोओगे वैसा उगाओगे. As you sow, so shall you reap. That goes around comes around. जाता है और लौट के आता है. Every action has its corresponding opposite reaction. This is called third law of motion. So that's surely going to come. So there are different types of karma. Instant karma मतलब अभी का तभी मिल गया, अभी का अभी मिल गया, है ना. जैसे आप किसी को थप्पड़ मार दिए और बेटा फिर से आपको थप्पड़ जड़ दिया, इंस्टेंट कर्मा. कुछ होता है डिलेड कर्मा, है ना. जैसे सिगरेट अभी पिया, अभी उतना ज़्यादा कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा, लेकिन 5-10 साल के बाद आपको पता चलेगा कि कितना समस्या हो रहा है हमारे जीवन में. ब्रोंकाइटिस हो रहा है, और फेफड़े में टैनिन जम रहे हैं या फिर निकोटीन जम रहे हैं. दिस कॉल्ड डिलेड प्रॉब्लम्स. सो ह्यूमन फॉर्म ऑफ लाइफ, जो ह्यूमन फॉर्म ऑफ लाइफ मिला है ना, दिस इज very special life in which we have the option to choose right and wrong. In any other species we don't have any other option. We simply work by our instinct. We cannot do wrong in any other species, but we can do a great wrong in human species. That's why human species is very responsible species. That's why there are different laws in human species. In human form of life we have got developed intelligence to discriminate and lead a responsible life. But if we engage into sinful activities, then we'll go to very vicious and very difficult situations in this life as well as in the next life also. So like this, there are some few things which is very much difficult, I mean very much sinful, which creates very bad or very dark and bleak karma, like killing the animals and eating the flesh, intoxication, drinking wine, drugs, zarda, pan, masala, gambling, जुआ खेलना, like this, then comes illicit sex, sex beyond the marriage, sex uh, beyond the jurisdiction. So the all things are actually very very horrible things which brings a lot of suffering to the people. Already there are sufferings, but it invigorates suffering more and more and more. Yeah. So whatever type of thinking we are having, that type somebody want to sleep more and more and more, then material nature gives him the body of polar bear. You sleep 6 months. Somebody do not want to wear cloth. Human beings means they should wear a proper cloth, but they want to show their bodies, private parts. So they get body of tree. You don't need to wear a cloth. Okay. So but if we follow some austerity, some sacrifice, some reading books, some good association of saintly people, then we can actually attain that destination where is no, there is no birth, there is no old age, there is no disease, and there is no death. That's called spiritual kingdom of God. So very simple is that we must follow this ABCD. Hopefully we have discussed this. Yeah, maybe first time we are discussing this. Okay. Association. Okay, association means association of good people, association of saintly people. B for book, reading books like Srimad Bhagavad Gita. C for chanting or meditation, like mantra meditation we do. Third is called dieting, taking sattvic food, or else the food which is consecrated or purified and offered to the Supreme God, and doing some engagement in getting people closer to Supreme God. Like we see now, your seniors has called you, did a lot of toil to make you attend these sessions. This is the service that is tormentable, I mean biggest service you can ever imagine that could take place in the anybody's life, to connect someone with God. Yeah. So the man who has escaped the three gates of hell, lust, anger, and greed of son of Kundi, performs acts conducive to self-realization, and in this way he can live in this world very happily beyond this birth, old age, disease, and death. Of course these all problems surely going to come, but at least adhyatmic, adi bhautik, and adi devik kleshas will not be there for him if he follows this ABCD formula. A for association, B for reading books, C for mantra meditation or chanting, D for dieting, and E for engagement. So if somebody have this type of ABCDE feelings into his life, very very simple, anybody can have. And Sanatan Dharma had this whole system curriculum into the into the society. People will get up early in morning, they chant the name of God, and the whole day they will remain into their work, and after that they will come back to their home, and they will meet together, sit together, and they will glorify Supreme God Hari. Yeah. So this was the system, but nowadays everything has been changed, everything has been like removed by a lot of what's called entrepreneurship nonsense, specifically this bombardment of media, which tells you use my product and you'll be happy, use my product then you'll be happy, use my product you'll be happy, and nothing makes one happy. More and more people gets miserable. So Lord Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, mamupetta punarjanma dukkhalem asasutam napnuvantu mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gata. And this way, when one comes to Krishna, chanting the names of Krishna, then he can actually come out from these all miseries and attain ultimate destination of spiritual kingdom of God. That's called Vaikuntha or Golok Vrindavan. So today's session summary, we are going to see, we saw problems, the real problems, 4 real problems we saw: birth, old age, disease, and death. Threefold miseries: adhyatmic, adi bhautik, and adi devik kleshas. Then we saw what? We saw the scientific solutions. Yeah, these are scientific solutions which are quite temporary and never going to give a remedy to any of the solution, never given any so far, because there is incompatible factor. We are all souls, like fish out of water, cannot be satisfied by temporary solutions, and we are at the desolate island. I just missed out this story. So we are in desolate island where suffering is inevitable. But being a wise person, we must find out the way how to come out from desolate island and remain perfectly happy in the eternal home. Yeah. So then Vedic way of getting solutions. They're all permanent solutions. Vedic wisdom, transmigration of the soul we saw, law of karma we saw, that whatever goes around comes around. Instant karma, delayed karma, sinful activities, repeated birth and death. And then we saw follow God's law and attain His supreme destination. So this is what is called ultimate solution to get spiritual feed, because spirit soul need spiritual feed. If we do not give the spiritual feed, then how one can be happy? Because souls are spirit souls. Yeah, we all are spirit souls. That's why there is a proverb. People they want Ram Raj, where nobody want to get old and then nobody dies. Akasmat mrityu nahi hoti hai. People they want Ram Raj, yeah, but they do not want Ram. So impossible. Without Ram, you cannot have a Ram Raj, right? So that's very, very important to understand. Connecting with the Supreme God is most important for living entities to get their ultimate happiness. Otherwise, sufferings are inevitable. Okay, so today's discussion will stop here. If you have any question, query, then you can ask. I will be very happy to answer some of them so far time allows. And now we have the time for 10 minutes to have mantra meditation. So how many of you are ready to proceed ahead for this mantra meditation session? If you are ready, then please let me know by writing the chat box ready. Then we shall proceed ahead. Please, all of you, please write down in the chat box. If you are ready for mantra meditation, please write down in the chat box ready. Yeah. Okay, that's great. Okay, almost all of you. Indranil, Devasis, Manish, Shani, Sujit, Divesh, Arup, Mohit, Mukala, and Ruda. Okay. So, how to chant the holy name. Today we are going to chant 108 times. Prakash Kumar is raised his hand. Prakash Kumar, can you please tell if you are if you're having any question to ask or anything? Kindly speak out. Unmute yourself and you can speak. Okay. Maybe mistakenly he has raised his hand. Prakash? Okay, fine. So we are gonna chant the mantra meditation. So, okay, Prakash is writing for meditation. Okay, thank you so much. So I'm going to share with you all the mantra what we need to chant. So I'm sharing the whiteboard where I can just write down the mantra that we need to chant. The first is called Panchatattva Pranam Mantra. Panchatattva Pranam Mantra. Okay, so this goes like this. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Okay, so this is called Panchatattva Pranam Mantra. Yeah, so we chant this mantra once, right? And then comes Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It's very famous, everybody know it. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yeah, so hopefully all of you are ready. So please repeat after me this Panchatattva Pranam Mantra first, then we shall proceed as chanting Hare Krishna Mantra together. 108 times. We are going to chant 108 times. It's very, very easy to count 108 times. How? With the fingers, with the help of fingers. तो हमारे पास 10 उंगलियां मिली है भगवान के द्वारा. 10 उंगलियां हाथों में मिली है, 10 उंगलियां पाँव में भी है ना. तो प्रत्येक उंगली में 3 सेक्शंस है. 1 2 3 1 2 3 ना. यूजुअली देयर टू थ्री सेक्शंस, प्रत्येक उंगली में 3 सेक्शंस है। तो 1 2 3 3 3 3, तो 4 उंगली को जोड़ेंगे तो कितने हो जाएंगे? 4 into 3 12, and in this way here we have 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 9. So putting a finger here in the left hand, then we can count once 4 times, it will go how many? 12. Like this, if you count 9 times, then it will go 108. Yeah, so 108 is very, very special number, a very, very auspicious number in the Vedas. That's why we are gonna chant today 108 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So first we'll chant Panchat Pranam Mantra. Let's begin. I'll speak. You could also speak after me. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार गदाधार श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्त वृंदा Okay, so now let's begin with the finger setup here. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram. Okay, so I just completed my 108 times chanting Hare Krishna mantra. So if you also have done, let me know by writing in the chat box. Done. And now for further proceedings, I would like to request Indranil Bhaiya kindly proceed ahead, and yeah, you can remove the spotlight from me, of course.
So we'd like to thank sir again investing his time early morning. So it's very helpful, for all of us. Sir gives us this wonderful knowledge about problems of life and how to overcome them. Okay? So we all can express our gratitude towards sir. You can type thank you, or in whatever way you want to express, you can write down in the chat box. That will be very nice. Yeah. So, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
And so now, based on the sessions, I told you we're going to have presentations. So I will just share my screen so that you can see this. So we have these 5 topics decided. Okay. So hopefully the screen is visible to all of you. First is threefold miseries, which sir was telling about, right? If you remember. Don't worry, we'll help you. Just be at it. Yeah. So threefold misery sir was telling that adhyatmic klesh, adi bhautik, adi daivik, natural disasters, problems to other people, problem to their own mind and senses. So team 1 has to prepare a PPT on this, and these are the details I have written. So these are the riddles in which you can, these guidelines you can follow. Okay. So you have to speak for, let us say I can see here some students are there. So you have to speak for a total 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes maximum. Okay. In which you have to present the PPT and speak out. Okay. So you can make teams and just follow these guidelines. So now for team making, I want to see. Okay. So just I want to know that so who wants to do this first topic? You know, just tell me yes or something like that, or else I need to pick. If you are willing by yourself, then you can tell me. Then yeah, who would like to do presentation on this first topic? Yes. Okay, I guess voluntary may be difficult. And please don't leave. You know, don't think okay, I want to be with the PPT banana nahi hai, presentation nahi dena hai. So see, this activity is very good for your understanding of this subject and in general also, because you all are going to be, you know, I mean, future. In future, you are going to do many presentations. In college itself, you have to do, and when you go to company, surely you have to do many presentations. So okay. So Mohit and Vishwajit have told yes. Okay, me. Okay. So I will write down their names. Mohit and Vishwajit. So both of you need to prepare this PPT together. It's not something you have to do separately. So I will write down. We have numbers of everyone. So I will share Mohit, Vishwajit's number with Mohit and Mohit's number with Vishwajit. So both of you can call each other, you know, and decide how you can make PPTs. Okay. So at the end, I will show you also how you can make online PPTs in which both of you can edit same PPT. Okay. It will not be, I mean, it is not that one, if you Vishwajit edits and Mohit cannot edit, or Mohit edits and Vishwajit cannot edit. There is one platform in which, you know, online Microsoft PPT in which both of you can edit, you know, and make one PPT only. Okay, I will share their numbers at the end. I'm just writing down now. Okay, second topic is birth, old age, disease, and death. So you have to define the problem, you know, provide some examples, elaborate a bit, and explain in a single slide what is the solution based on understanding of session. Okay. So who would like to do this one? Yes, except for Mohit and Vishwajit. Yes. Okay. Arup, can I write your name? Okay, Anirudh is telling me. Okay. Okay. Arup and Anirudh, I'm writing your name. Arup, Anirudh. So I will share each other's number. You know each other, Arup and Anirudh? आप एक दूसरे को जानते हो? Okay, sir, me and Divesh Chauhan, please. Okay. Okay, I can add Divesh also. There is no problem. Divesh also I'm adding. No problem. Okay. So now this is third topic. Okay. Can scientific advancement put a full stop to all sufferings? Okay. So this who would like to do? So Ravi Kumar, is it okay? Would you like to take up this topic? Ravi and maybe Rajiv. Yeah. Ravi, Rajiv, or Manish, anyone? Yes. Please let me know. Okay, Manish is telling yes. So I'm writing down Manish's name. And who else would like to assist? Who would like to join with Manish? Yeah, please let me know. Ravi, is it okay for you? Or who else is there? Sunny. Sunny, would you like to join with Manish? Yeah, I will share your number. You can just prepare an online PPT. Yeah. Sunny Saurav. Yes. Yeah, you can try to respond, man. Yeah, it will be better. Yes. Yeah, Rajiv. Rajiv, would you like to do? Yes.
What bhaiya? I couldn't hear anything from last 15 minutes.
Okay. So you have to prepare one PPT, okay, based on this topic. I will share this document. So Manish Kumar Jaswal is there. I will share your number, you know, both of you, each other's number, and you can get together and prepare one PPT and present in the evening, 7 to 8. Okay. Means not for 1 hour. You have to present just for 5 to 7 minutes. Okay. So I'm writing down Rajiv's name, Manish and Rajiv. Okay. Then finally, this, okay, 2 more topics are left. So Sunny, would you like to prepare this topic along with maybe Ravi Kumar? Yes. Yeah. And we'll provide you the recording of this session also, so that you can go through the recording and the notes if you have not made. So you can prepare the notes, watch the slides in the recorded session, and then prepare the PPT. That will be helpful. So just let me know. Yes, just respond. That would be better, I think. Yes, Sunny, is it okay for you?
Okay, sir.
Sunny, okay, sorry. Sunny, I'm writing down Sunny's name. Yeah. Okay. Sunny and Ravi. Ravi Kumar, please respond. Yes, no.
Sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
chalo. Okay, Ravi Kumar. Okay, chalo. Sunny and Ravi Kumar. Okay. So now this is one final topic. This is also very important. So I will give it to, I think some of our friends are joined. Okay, many of our friends are joined, but they are facing some internet issue. Saptarshi and Sandeep and others, Rakesh and all. So I will share it with them. Sandeep Low, Saptarshi. So no issues. Okay. So I have taken this down. Now I will share, with each one of you, the contacts of each other, and I will also share the recording with all of you in just maybe half an hour. Okay. So time is between 7 to 8. You have to present this in the evening. Okay, in the same link itself. So I will share the link again, and just for 5 to 7 minutes, and follow these guidelines. Okay, then that will be better. And for any help, you can call me, or you can message your mentors, individual seniors you are having who are assisting you in this. You can call them also. Okay. So thank you. So we'll end here today. So we'll once again like to thank sir, and thank all of you, for getting up early morning and attending these sessions. I think hopefully you're getting benefited by this, right? Okay. Chalo. Then we'll meet again in the evening. Bye.